Hello, friends of Alabama. I'm a little suspicious if Christian Garrett will transfer to Bama. Analyze this news now. The developments in the college football recruiting landscape continue to intrigue and captivate football fans, and Christian Garrett has emerged as a central figure in this ever-evolving storyline. The defensive lineman, a rising star in the 2025 class, has been drawing interest from several prestigious institutions, and his recent official visit to Tennessee adds a new dimension to his recruiting journey. Sign up to continue receiving news from Bama. Originally from Bogart, Georgia, Garrett has cemented his position as one of the most promising talents in his class since the beginning of his high school career. With 24 offers from various universities under his belt, the Prince Avenue Christian School player has attracted the attention of scouts and coaches across the country. His official visit to the Tennessee Volunteers reflects the mutual interest between both parties, with the Knoxville program demonstrating a significant commitment to attracting young talent to its ranks. During his multiple visits to Knoxville, Garrett has had the opportunity to develop close bonds with key members of the coaching staff, in particular defensive line coach Rodney Garner. These solid, positive interactions paved the way for his official visit this summer, demonstrating Tennessee's seriousness about securing his presence on the roster. After I found out that Garrett made this visit, even though it is standard for players, this is unexpected, although we can see that he will analyze it carefully and come to work with the Alabama team. What do you think? Comment. Now continue. Alabama football is being shaped by the impressive depth it has, but one of the position groups that often gets left out of the spotlight is tight ends. Despite a notable change with four-star recruit Caleb Odom moving to the wide receiver position, Alabama's tight ends unit still looks robust and well-equipped for the challenges ahead. With a mix of reliable veterans like C.J. Dippre and Robbie Oates and talented youngsters like Ty Lockwood and Danny Lewis Jr., the Crimson Tide is prepared to handle any situation. Alabama tight ends coach Brian Ellis is excited about the group he has under his wing, highlighting the combination of experience and future promise the players bring with them. Oates' veteran presence, in particular, has been an anchor for the team, bringing leadership and consistency to the group. While Oates excelled primarily as a blocker throughout his career, he also showed skill as a receiver, contributing important plays in the air. On the other hand, Dippre brought a different dimension to the position, being a constant threat as a receiver, especially in midfield. The arrival of Josh Cuevas, brought in by DeBoer from his stint with the Washington Huskies, added a new dimension to Alabama's tight ends group. Despite having a limited role in the Huskies' offense, Cuevas demonstrated that he was capable of making the most of his opportunities, proving himself to be a valuable addition to the Crimson Tide's roster. With the spring halfway point already underway, Alabama continues its preparation for the A-Day game, where fans will have the opportunity to get an up-close look at the talent and depth of the team's tight ends group. With so many options available, it will be interesting to see how the Crimson Tide utilize this versatility to attack their opponents next season. And keeps going. Alabama football offensive coordinator Nick Sheridan is aware of the crucial importance of each player on the offensive side working in sync. A failure to execute can easily sabotage a carefully planned play. As the Crimson Tide moves into spring practice with the highly anticipated A-Day game approaching, Sheridan highlights two crucial areas he is focusing his attention on: the quarterbacks and the offensive line. For him, ensuring that these groups fully understand the scheme, communication, techniques and fundamentals is fundamental to the team's overall success. When the quarterbacks and offensive line are on the same page, Sheridan believes the other positions can also play with speed and confidence. Sheridan brings his own experience as a former quarterback to help with Jalen Milroe's development and management of the quarterback room. Additionally, he is confident in the experience of guards Jaden Roberts and Tyler Booker, as well as Washington transfer center Parker Brailsford and center James Brockermeyer. While the tackle position may be less experienced, the addition of Kaden Proctor, a former UA offensive lineman, will bring more experience and depth to the team. Despite the relative inexperience at running backs and wide receivers, Sheridan sees potential up front and is pleased with the competition at the quarterback position. He highlights the team's investment in these players, confident that the time dedicated to learning will pay off in the future. As the Crimson Tide moves into the spring, Sheridan's emphasis on cohesion and understanding of the system by all players is indicative of the team's commitment to achieving success in all areas of the offensive game. And there's more. Talking about Hale. According to reports from multiple sources, the injury occurred during training on Tuesday and involved a leg injury. While there has been speculation about the nature of the injury, from a broken leg to a possible compound fracture or broken kneecap, the exact severity has not yet been confirmed. The fact that an ambulance was needed to respond to the injury indicates the seriousness of the incident. For Hale, who showed great promise in his rookie season, the injury represents a significant setback. In his first season, Hale played in 13 games, recording 5 receptions for 148 yards and a touchdown. With his 6 feet 1 inch height and past performance, he was expected to play a crucial role as an outside receiver in the 2024 season. However, while speculation about the severity of Hale's injury persists, it is important to note that a broken leg, while it may require an extended recovery period, does not necessarily mean he will miss the entire 2024 season. 3 to 6 months, depending on the severity of the injury. Hale's absence will have a significant impact on Alabama football's wide receiver roster, which has already been thinned out due to off-season transfers. With the possibility of Hale missing the rest of spring camp, summer workouts, and even fall camp, the Crimson Tide may need to re-evaluate their receiver options. This could include looking at the transfer market to add depth to the position or taking a chance on emerging talent within the program. Regardless of the ultimate outcome, Hale's injury serves as a reminder of the unpredictable impact injuries can have on the world of sports and how teams need to be prepared to adapt to unexpected adversity. Now the latest news of the day. Exactly when Kaden Proctor decided to return to Alabama and abandon Iowa for a second time is a mystery only he can reveal. However, there is one image that stands out in this intriguing story, an idyllic scene near Destin, Florida, where Proctor took a trip with friends and former Alabama teammates during spring break. In this paradisiacal setting, far from the pressures and expectations of college football, Proctor had the chance to enjoy the simple things in life: clear skies, white sand beaches, good food, and good vibes. This was the first time he had seen the ocean, and the impact of that moment is hard to underestimate. While we can't say for sure what was going on in Proctor's mind at that time, sources close to him suggest that the seeds of a return to Tuscaloosa were already being planted even before the holidays. There was growing discontent over his decision to transfer to Iowa, a feeling that things were not as he had hoped. At the same time, the appeal of returning home and reuniting with his old Alabama teammates grew stronger and stronger. So, after this eye-opening trip, Proctor began to take action. He left a team chat group, went to Coach Kirk Ferentz's office and announced his decision to leave. The phrase, "the grass isn't greener on the other side," cited by sources close to Proctor, reflects the weight of the choice he made and the gradual realization that returning to Alabama could be the best option for him. At 18, Proctor is still a young man, and this tumultuous decision highlights the challenges and complexities facing young athletes in a fast-moving world of college sports. The story of his return to Alabama will certainly be debated and analyzed by many, but most importantly, Proctor is following his own path, determining his future based on his own experiences and reflections. Comment your opinion, it's important.